healthy, and yeah. It's my last week of TAFE this week. I still have a few assessments to do. You think I can bring myself to do them? Nope. Procrastination mode is in fucking full blown. I just can't do it. I've done one assessment today out of the 4 that I have to do. It just leaves the 3 big ones to do. But I've got to go in next Tuesday next week anyway. So I might just save them for then, give myself an extra week for one of them anyway. But yeah, I'm just about finished my TAFE course, which I'm looking forward to because then I don't have to deal with stupid McBitchy pants, which is why I'm taking a day off tomorrow because I don't want to deal with her. So I'm just about finished the TAFE course. The program that I'm doing with the primary school will continue for a couple of weeks after. But yeah, now I'm thinking about it, it's been a little while since I did a little update, so yeah, I was doing a program at a local high school, but that got cancelled because some people in the group, not me, but some people in the group were doing some really inappropriate things that were against the school's terms and everything, so the program got cancelled. We got told we weren't allowed to do it again. So that's not happening, so now I'm doing one with a primary school, which has been good. Like, I actually like the primary school kids better than I did the high school ones. You know, they just seem more eager to participate, and they're just like actually into it, which is cool. And I'm actually getting some of the stuff that I need for the assessment, which is great. Um, so yeah, like the assessments I still have to do that I'm dropping all over the damn place. This one is a report, and I need to reference community development theory and my local community profile. And it's got to be all about, like, first of all, what's the main aim of community development work? From your research and agency visits, what areas would you identify as being the major issues in these communities? And then how do the projects you've been involved with aim to build the capacity of young people to participate in their community? And then the second part of that project is getting marked on your involvement with the projects and stuff that we've done, which is no issue because I've been doing all of them. The next one is the child advocacy reflection, and this is why I had to do another project because I didn't get this from the other ones that I did, and it's basically saying, 2 examples when a young person has brought up something to your attention. How was it raised? How did you respond? Include the information discussed or planning and goals. Outline advocacy for the young person. Discuss how you kept the young person informed and include information. So I can't do the full thing because the examples I have are not examples where I've had to advocate for someone. So I've just got to sort of do what I can and just, yeah. And then the next one is a risk assessment response. So it's, you got to pick a project and you got to talk about the potential risks, the strategies to minimize those risks, policies and procedures in the workplace that will help you manage these risks, reflect on how effectively the project area was delivered, identify any incidents, suitable recommendations, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, and then it's just like checklists for projects and stuff. Apart from that, I've got 2 in-class ones. I have a case study this Tuesday, and then next week on Tuesday I have a role play. No, it'll be Monday next week that I have the role play. But yeah, I'm going to take a day off tomorrow because I'm just not motivated to do these assessments, and I've got to do them. I know I've got to do them, but I'm not motivated. I can't do it. So I'm just gonna stay home and try and get some done tomorrow. stitching wise, I have a small finish. So I finished my little plastic canvas Arthas. I'm still deciding whether I make him a little Frostmourne to go with him or not. But yeah, so he's going to sit next to my Arthas pop figure, because that's just how I roll. As you can see, everything's just sort of like shoved in there. I haven't done that yet. It is on the list of things to do. I haven't started this month's Storytime Sampler piece. I just haven't. And I'm doing a Christmas present. Yes, that says exactly what you think it says. I love subversive cross-stitch. I love cross-stitching swear words. But yeah, I've still got a bunch to do. Yeah, so that was a phone call. So yeah, I'm stitching this for one of my friends, as I've actually made friends during this tape course. So this is just a scrap piece of fabric that I had. I say scrap, but it's from Pulse Stitches. It's a hand-dyed one. I have no idea what colorway or anything it is because I bought it off eBay. So I'm doing that, and I'm going to turn it into a pillow. And hopefully I have enough of this fabric to do so. But I found this off-cut piece at Spotlight. So, yeah. It'll take some creative piecing together. And I'm also going to get the sewing machine working again. Because, yeah. But, that's the plan. So I haven't done any more Storytime Sampler stuff. Haven't done any other stitching. I'm just not really motivated lately. It's just, I've been like super stressed. I had an incident with the bus last week because we got a power assist for my chair, which is great, because I needed one. And then I got on the bus on Tuesday, and the bus driver slammed the brakes on 2 occasions. One, because a car cut him off, and the second time, for no reason at all. This is after he wouldn't pick me up. Like, he tried to drive off without letting me onto the bus. And then, like, when he let me onto the bus, he put the ramp down, but he wouldn't lower the bus. And then he made a big deal because I asked him to lower the bus so I could at least try to get up the ramp. And then he ended up having to help me because he didn't put it down all the way anyway. So I was already pissed off. And he was just, like, really heavy-footed on the accelerator and the brake and stuff. And then for the second time during the trip, he slammed on the brakes, and my chair tipped backwards again. So, like, the front wheels came off. And it twisted the mount the power assist is on. And I must have done something else too, because it just was not working properly. So I had to wait down at Mount Druitt, wait for Andrew to come and fix it. Andrew drove me up to TAFE, and then I got a lift home from TAFE. So I didn't know that it wasn't working properly until the next day. Booked a taxi to show up at my house at 8:30 in the morning. I'm going to stitch while I do this. It'd probably be a good idea. Yeah, so I called the taxi to show up at 8:30 in the morning to my house. Imogen! Okay, come here. Ugh. Yeah, okay, not stitching then. Yeah, called the taxi, told him to show up at 8:30. He didn't show up until after 9, and I've got to be at this school at 9:15. So, I was just, like, freaking out. He showed up, and then I got to the school, turned the power assist on, and it didn't work, and it wouldn't engage. And I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? So I tried to push the button down and, like, make it go manual engage, and it wouldn't do it. And I'm just thinking, shit, what the hell's going on here? So I get into the school, and I'm trying to, like, troubleshoot it and stuff. And then I called Andrew, and we got it sort of working, or what I thought was working. And then I tried to use it, and it was just making this horrible, like, grinding sound. It was, like, really loud and just really off sounding. And then it still wasn't engaging properly. I'm thinking, oh crap. So I turned it off. I was going to fix it after, because we had a break after that. And then it just wouldn't manual engage again. And then it just stopped working completely. It just wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't respond. The button wouldn't work. Nothing. So, yeah. Turns out that one of the problems with the version 1s is that some of them have factory issues, and they needed to be, like, there was a whole batch that just had these factory issues. So I've got a temporary power assist, which is a version 2, to use until we work out whether we're getting the other one repaired or replaced, and just waiting to see what happens. So now I'm having to get used to a new power assist. The buttons are different, the way that it works is different, and it's just kind of screwing me around. It's just, like, I got used to one, and now I've got to get used to another. And it's not the easiest thing to use, because it's got 2 modes, and you got to hit the button for both. And with the version 1, when you manual override, so that it just goes on its own, you don't have to push the wheels, you can stop it. Really? You're climbing up on my desk? You can stop it by pulling the wheels. You just grab the wheels and, like, sort of jerk it and it'll stop. Doesn't do that with this one. You've got to hit the button to stop it from moving, and then you've got to hit the button again and turn it back to indoor mode, because it's classed as outdoor mode. Otherwise it will just engage again and it'll just keep going. Which, not fun, because I use it, like, it's what I use to get up the hills, is the outdoor mode. If I'm using it, and, like, my local shopping centre, which is where we went to test it out, it's full of people, especially around Christmas, like, because Christmas is coming up, it's full of fucking people, and people suck. They just, they don't watch where they're going, they walk out in front of my chair, they stop right in front of me, and all sorts of stuff, so most of my energy is spent getting around people, and, like, most of my awareness is watching where people are and trying to predict where they're going to go. I don't know. So it's just a pain in the ass. Like, it is an absolute pain in the ass. So it's just, I can't stop it by pulling the wheels, and it's just doing my head in, because it's what I'm used to doing. So when someone stops in front of me, I stop. But if I do that while it's on outdoor mode and it's engaged, it's not going to stop. It's just going to hurt my hands instead. So yeah, it's just sort of, it's like a learning curve kind of thing, and it's just bugging me. And yeah, that's just what's going on. Yeah, so I am looking forward to getting off TAFE, but I don't know if it's going to fix these motivation issues that I've been having. Like, I've done, like, shit all stitching, and I'm not looking forward to it, because it's coming up to, like, the 2-year mark of working on Arthas, and I've done, like, nothing on it this year. I've not done much on it at all. I haven't done much stitching at all. Like, I've got some finishes and stuff, just not as many as I'd like. And I mean, the big problem there, too, is just that I always underestimate how long certain things will take. Like, I think, oh yeah, no, it's only got, like, a couple hundred stitches, it'll be fine. But then I don't take into consideration, oh, well, how much time are you going to have to stitch? Are you going to be interrupted? Are you going to be motivated? Colour changes, all sorts of stuff. So I always end up biting off more than I can chew. But we're getting there. I'm trying to decide what to do for next year. Like, there's a few things, like, start events and stuff like that, and stitch-alongs and the kind of thing, and I don't know if I want to do stitch-alongs next year, because I'd like to get some stuff done on my bigger projects. So I think I might just set up my own stitch-alongs and just do that. I don't know. But yeah, haul-wise, I don't have much. A friend of mine sent me a cross-stitch kit, which I'm like, look at that! It's adorable! It's a tiny kitty. Super tiny kitty. I love him. That's what, Pusilla Heirloom Collection. The only thing I'm worried about with this one is that it's 28 count fabric. So, I don't know how that's going to go. Part of me thinks I might switch the fabric out, because by the looks of it, it's 2/2. I think that's what the pattern said too, so. But, I don't know. I'll suss it out. I'll work it out. I will decide what I'm doing. And if I don't like it, I can just switch out the fabric. I've got fabrics here, so pretty. He's so cute. I love him. He's so cute. And I say that like 1,000 times. And then, I'll put that in there. I also have a new colouring book. This is the new Johanna Basford one. I'm really surprised that I haven't started anything in this one yet, because I've been looking forward to getting this for so long. But yeah, I haven't started anything. I've just been having motivation issues, and like, my headspace is just all over the fucking place at the moment. But yeah. So this one, like all the other ones, has like the inside thingy with like a bunch of fish. So I'm thinking I'll colour that and do that. And that's just gonna go up there, because I don't like the dust jackets. I'm not a dust jacket person. And this one's blue. And then it has like a funky pattern that you can colour. And I'm really happy with it. So, yeah. So I haven't done anything in this one. Actually, the next one I've got to colour. I've got to start colouring my calendar for next year. I love the jellyfish. The jellyfish is really nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, there's not much. There's not been much happening. Yeah. I have done a little. I love the skull and crossbow. Yeah, not surprising. But there's some really pretty things in that. And it's going to be plastic bag sound. There's that plastic bag in the way. I did start doing some colouring the other day. Haven't finished it in this one. I really like colouring with my felt pens. Like, that just seems to be my go-to, is my felt tips, my fine liners. But yeah, that's what I've done so far. Not finished. But I also just really like this book because it doesn't, like, there's no bleed through whatsoever. I love it. And the other one that I was doing is in the Selena Fenwick Mermaids. The paper in this one is quite thin. It does bleed through, but the designs are only on one side of the page, so it's not too much of an issue. So I've got some watercolour pencils I've been wanting to try. And I don't think I'm going to try them with this book, because I just don't think that'll do well. But that's where I'm at with that one. So, not done yet. It's sort of still in progress. It's really difficult to try and get that around. But, yeah. I used 3 different colours for her hair. And I've used 3 different types of colours, 3 greens for her tail. Well, that's her butt. And then I've used 4 for this part of the tail. So my blending's not the best because I'm using the fine liners. And they just don't blend. Like, it's really hard to blend them. From afar they look alright, but up close, I don't know, like, yeah, you can sort of see it's a bit more patchy up close. But, yeah. That's the other one I've been working on. I haven't finished that one either. I've just been in a weird mood. And of course, I've been doing some gaming and stuff lately. I don't know, I'm guessing it's just something to do with just motivation in general. Like, I'm just sort of stuck doing the same thing week in, week out. This is starting to really get to me. I did go out last weekend, which was good. Definitely paid for it at the end because we didn't take my wheelchair. There wasn't quite enough space in the car, and I felt really bad, so I just did it with my crutches. And then I left the last half of the night without my crutches because I didn't want to take the chance that someone would grab them and use them as a weapon or something, because we were going to a mainstream club. I am so, like, out of the loop with music. I just have no idea what music is anymore. Just, yeah, completely no idea. But I drank a lot of vodka. I drank quite a bit of vodka, so my knees stopped hurting. The rest of my legs kept hurting, but my knees were not hurting. So I managed to get up and dance a little bit, but even then I was really frustrated because I don't have the same range of movement and stuff that I used to, and it's just, yeah, little things keep making themselves really obvious about how much I physically changed. Just, yeah, my knees are just not up for that kind of shit anymore. And I paid for it too. Like, the next couple days, I was like in so much pain that, yeah, if I go out again, I'll have to do it in the chair. Like, yeah. And it kind of sucks because, like, yeah, there's just a lot of issues in my head still about the whole thing with the chair and going out and people's perceptions of me and stuff that just still get stuck in there, and they just whirl around and they cause problems. Which I think too is probably what's causing a lot of this stuff, is just that I'm not the same person I was a couple of years ago, and I'm still not really dealing with it. So, yeah. But that's a discussion for another time. Right now, I'm gonna do some gaming. I really can't be bothered to do any more assessments. I'm taking tomorrow off, and I've got the rest of the week, so screw it. I'm not doing it now. I need to come up with some sort of reward system or something for it. Maybe then I'll get them done, but goddamn, this is getting frustrating. It's almost over, just get it done. But for now, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do some gaming and some stitching. Try and get this present finished, and then see how we go. So, I'll see you later.